Hi, I'm Brad Kuvin, editorial director of MetalForming magazine at the Precision MetalForming Association. And this is our Four on the Floor segment for FABTECH 2025 with Epicor software. I am joined today by Andrew Robling. Andrew is the principal product marketing manager for Epicor. Welcome, Andrew.
Hi, thanks everyone.
Yeah, thanks for joining us today. So why don't we start with our first question, which is tell us about, maybe the most important question, tell us about any new products or technology that visitors to the Epicor FABTECH booth will see in Chicago. Maybe talk about some of the significant product enhancements that you've made.
Yeah, sounds good. We actually have some really exciting things to show this year, and visitors to our booth at FABTECH will experience the future of manufacturing and artificial intelligence firsthand. We've now kind of taken it to the next level with our Prism AI, which is our cognitive ERP solution. And it's not just like a chat-based AI solution. Our Prism solution can actually understand things like our customers' documentation, their workflows, their data. And so when it's asked to do something, you could do things like ask it to generate a quote or flag a production issue, and it knows how to take action. So we're already seeing it help our existing customer base, even with metal formers and fabricators today, doing things like automating tasks and reducing onboarding time and making smarter decisions, etc. And because it's built on Epicor secure industry-specific data structures, you're not just using something like a Copilot or a chat GPT, right? You're not pasting your sensitive information into some kind of generic AI. You're using a system that's just not being designed just for you.
Wow, sounds like a lot of new and cool stuff.
Really is. I think this has been a very exciting year for Epicor. So there's lots of really cool things, and I know, probably across the world, there's been a lot of buzz around AI. And we've really kind of taken that to the next level and built stuff into the software. It's not something we're just talking about. We're actually doing things and working with our customers there.
So what are some of the market factors then that you kind of guide the development of the product that impact the adoption of the software then by metal formers and fabricators? What are some of those market factors?
Yeah, so I mean, I think when we look at the market in general, I think that heading into this Q4 and 2026, I think there's probably generally some pretty cautious optimism. Demand still remaining very strong amongst fabricators, but we're still seeing, things like labor shortages and material cost fluctuations and pressure to improve margins. So I think that's why we're really seeing a growing shift towards automation and AI and things like connected worker strategies, which are tools that can help manufacturers do more with less.
So you mentioned briefly kind of the state of the market. How do you see the market then performing, through the rest of this year, maybe early into 26? What are your what's your feeling?
With cautious optimism, I think that we're going to see things, doing well. I think with onshoring and stuff happening back into North America, I think that's something that's going to benefit our metal fabricators and metal formers out there. Things like connected factory concepts are starting to gain momentum. So we're seeing fabricators looking to unify machines and systems and people, I guess, into a single kind of intelligent ecosystem. Customers that start adopting the digital transformation, which is it's been a term that's been out there for a while, but as they start taking a look at that and really adopting it and using some of these new tools that I've already talked about out here, I think it's really going to help position them to stay competitive and agile in a fast changing market.
So you mentioned onshoring. Did some of that digital factory concept promote the ability to recapture offshore work?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. I think that's the goal, right? We're trying to make things easier for you as well, right? Because, if work ramps up, people often is a constraining factor, but if we can make our solutions easier to work with and help onboard people faster and do things like that, I think that shift is really going to help those customers that are onshoring.
What do you want our audience to know? What's important for our audience to know about Epicor's history, the industry knowledge that your team brings, and its expertise?
Yeah, so I think the big thing for me is, Epicor's been in the manufacturing game for a long time, and we've worked with metal formers and fabricators for decades. Definitely one of the sweet spots for our software. So I think we really do get the day-to-day challenges that segment faces on the shop floor. And for me, the big thing is, I guess, to get the message across is we're not just building software from a distance. We're collaborating with our customers and designing tools based on real-world experience with input from the people who use those tools, right? So whether it's quoting or scheduling or, doing machine monitoring or empowering workers with AI and mobile tools, our tech is really built to fit how fabricators work, right? Not the other way around, right? We don't want your audience, your fabricators and metal formers to have to fit their business into our software. We've designed our software to fit your business.
Very good. It was nice talking with you, Andrew. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, Brad.